Welcome to the Social Enterprise Summit 2017. This is an international symposium. Thank you for joining these sections. These sections is very important, I can tell you, because in the policy address, the government talk about the medical-social interface. But today's sections, we are more interesting. We have some more interesting topic to discuss. It's about the healthcare and social startup. And particularly, we want to share about the successful example in the Asia countries. Before we start, I must introduce myself first because I am your facilitator in this section today. So I hope that you will enjoy the sections, not because of me, but because we have so important to have three distinguished speakers being invited to Hong Kong. Before we start, I must give you some background of the Social Enterprise Summit. I'm so proud to be here, particularly have a role to be a facilitator, because this is a very important, as I said, it's a non-profit event and organized by the Hong Kong Social Entrepreneurs Forum and co-organized by the Home Affairs Bureau, as well as the Efficiency Unit of the Hong Kong government, and together with the 13 civic groups. And also, the summit has a history. It begins since 2008, and it became a major event. As we said, this is a cross-sector platform in the region in promoting the innovative entrepreneurship for social changes. If you count the numbers, and then you will know that this is the 10th year anniversary. And this year's, I can become a facilitator. That will be by my honor. In particularly, together with the three distinguished guests from three areas. May I introduce Mr. How can I address your name nicely? I have asked him. He asked me to call him Kachi. Is that right? Yes, Kachi from Japan. And also we have Yoav Elgrichi from Singapore. And also we have Dr. Fung from Hong Kong. May we have a great honor to welcome them. And also we have presentation sections of the souvenir in this part. May I introduce three of you to be on stage to receive the souvenir? I will give him double. Oh, you got a special.
Okay, this is now ready. 1, 2. One more ready. 1, 2. Okay, continue.
Well, today we have a very serious topic, but I think the example that the speaker gives you will be very interesting. The first speaker is from Singapore, as I said, is Mr. Yoav, and he is the co-founder of the Impact Tech, and this is an accelerating programs for the social tech startup. And he was the CEO of UPay. It's a fintech company listed in Singapore and successfully founded and sold to high-tech company and it's also a mentor at the Institute of the Innovation and Entrepreneurship at Singapore Management University. And also, he is an inventor of patent in the NFC and all the variables device domain. And I think he has over 20 years of experience in the payment, mobile, and also the IT industry, specializing in the mobile payment, and that we all talk about these days, talking about the Internet of Things, something like that. And I think time is for you, and the floor is also for you. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I'm honored to be here and thank you for inviting me. The topic that I will speak today, that I'll share with you today, it's about social tech in the healthcare and the elderly and how technology can create major effect on our world. Let's start from the very, very big picture. According to Professor Harari, what bothered in the last 1,000 years for us as the human race and what will bother us in the next 1,000 years is very interesting. I want to share with you because it will be relevant in a few minutes to the topic. Let's see what bothered us in the last 1,000 years. First, plagues. Plagues are not relevant anymore in the world because it's not likely that 100 million people will die in Europe like they did in the Black Plague 100 years ago. Sorry, 400 years ago. The maximum we have in Ebola or such plagues are immediately confined. A cure is being found, is found, and it do not create major effect or threat to us as a human race. The second thing is wars. Although wars are, of course, not a pleasant situation. However, in those days, wars are not economically. It's not likely that, for example, Spain will put a $2 billion budget to conquer UK or something like that. It's not economically as it was done a few hundred years ago. So today's wars are not a threat to the existence of the human race. The last thing is famine, hunger. Hunger, which bothered us in the last 1,000 years, is not relevant anymore today. It's a logistics problem. It's not a matter of us, if we can, as a human race, generate enough food to feed Earth. It's logistics, how to move food from here to there. So this was bothered us, but the question is what will bother us in the next 1,000 years? And slowly we'll get to our topic of today. First, immortality. Today, we are busy and getting closer and closer to the concept of immortality. It means today when you go to the doctor do not open you and says, oh, you have death. No. It means we identify today the disease that you have, and it's likely that a cure exists or will exist in 10 or 100 years, or we will just replace the organs. So today, immortality is within a grasp, definitely in the next 1,000 years. The next thing is divinity. We play gods. We create organs. We create creatures. In addition, we operate machine outside of our body. This is to play God. And the last thing that will bother us in this 1,000 years is happiness. And when we're talking about happiness, I'm talking about also health, well-being, the quality of our life, quality of the elderly, quality of people who in the past, the situation basically forced them to be stuck in bed or stuck in a wheelchair. Today, we have a solution for those. And we are working on a daily basis on new solutions to solve it. So, if we're talking about happiness, where is technology come? So what is social tech and what is not? Social tech is using technology in innovative way to tackle social issues. From our perspective, social tech is not necessarily NGO, not necessarily volunteering organization. It's a good startup, tech startup, but they combine cutting-edge technology to solve issues along with making profit to the founders and the investors. And this is from our perspective, social tech, which we believe will create the major impact on our lives. And why? It's the first time in the history of the human race today that due to affordability and accessibility of technology, individuals can create impact that in the past only governments and huge organizations could tackle, such as helping old age, safety at the road, healthcare, and many more topics that in the past only government could deal with. And today, due to technology, individuals such as every one of you, and such as those amazing thousands of startups out there do. And this was not possible in the past. I'm originally from Israel, so I decided to bring a few examples to social tech startups from Israel to show you the impact of technology on our lives today. The video that you just saw started 10 years ago when someone woke up in the morning and said, how can it be that we generate such amazing robots for the industry, but we cannot generate a robot that will be connected to the human skeleton and allow people to walk? And this is what he did. And this company, Rewalk now, that sells their devices all over the world now, allow people that were in the past destined to sit on a wheelchair to have a normal life. This is social tech, and this is the impact that we are talking about. When we look at social tech, there are a lot of domains or areas that technology can touch. A few of them, we in our organization, in Impact Tech, we like to focus on. For example, it's aging population, empower people with disabilities, education, and other areas that you can see here on the screen. We believe that in each of those areas, by using technology in an innovative way, you can create major impact. And this can be done by individuals, startups with bright minds, not necessarily huge government with enormous budget. Although, of course, the investment and the help and the support of government and NGOs is necessary for those startups to succeed. Another example that I would like to show you is how technology can come together, or several aspects of technology can come together to create impactful solution on old age lives. I would like to show you an example for a company that combined the IoT along with voice recognition, along with artificial intelligence, and along with robotics. They took all those disciplines together and said, okay, nice technology, but let's create something extremely meaningful to the life and problem of old age people. Let's see what they did.
Mary, Megan sent a new photo. Would you like to look at it?
Yes, please. Oh, he's a gem.
Would you like to respond to Megan's post?
Sure.
Recording in 3, 2, 1.
LEQ reminds me to take my meds, arranges rides for me. She even reminds me of all my appointments.
Mary, don't forget bridge with the Golden Girls at 1 p.m. Would you like to practice?
Oh, I don't need to practice.
I didn't catch that. Do you want to play bridge or not?
Oh, fine. Let's play.
Mary, you wanted to Skype with Liz. Would you like to do that now?
Oh, sure, that sounds great. Hey, honey.
Hi, Mom.
Hey, I just noticed, is it a little cool in the house?
Oh, it feels great. I'm doing my Tai Chi now.
Yeah, I can see.
Okay, Mom. Just checking in. You take care.
I'm fine, sweetie. Chat later.
There's a new TED Talk waiting for you if you'd like to watch it. Or perhaps you could go for a walk.
That's a good idea, LEQ.
Great, Mary. I'll be right here when you get back.
Great.
Another example, Israeli company that took and combined their technology to create something extremely meaningful. When we are talking about social tech, and the question is, okay, how you can measure the success of a social tech company? Because if you take a normal startup, you can measure it by the fund that you raise, the amount you sell. But when we're talking about social tech, we measure it in the concept that is well known as the double bottom line. You may have heard this concept. What it means is one bottom line means the financial revenue of the company. However, the second, which is not less important, is the impact that this company generates on the society. The impact can be measured as a direct impact of how many people are influenced by technology. However, also the secondary impact. For example, if someone that was bound to a wheelchair can walk, not only the impact on him, but the impact on his family that do not need to travel him and to help him and push him. So it's more circles of impact that we try to measure and take care of, along with the financial impact. A little bit about Impact Tech, the organization that myself and my co-founder, which is also here, we are acceleration program for startups who use technology to tackle those social issues. We are their homes because like a startup that deal with fintech, they would like to join maybe a fintech acceleration or incubator. We decided to be the one who will take care of the social tech companies and be their home. Usually we take 5 or 10 startups. We screen them according to their innovation in technology, however, also along the impact that they create and the, of course, business model to see that they are sustainable, that can be a great company. And we take them through a certain journey of 3 to 4 months. What we also do is we highly believe that startup needs to be connected to a strong community of mentors, of partners, of investors. This community is essential to nurture the startups. So we connect the startup with a community which we created. We started in Singapore 2 years ago, and we operate now also in Bangkok, in Tokyo, and hopefully we can launch operation here in Hong Kong. This is some of the partners. As I mentioned, a community is essential. And the partners are organizations and individuals that believe in what we believe and are helping the startups. Last but not least, we do not encourage, of course, failure. However, we discourage the fear of failure. When you're afraid to fail, nice things can happen, but not amazing things. We would like our entrepreneur to remove the fear of failure. And it's not easy, because everyone is afraid to fail. But when you get to the point that you remove this fear of failure, amazing things can happen. And this is what we do in Impact Tech. Thank you very much.
you teach me a lot of things that I want to have. I have one happiness, I want innovation. But later, let's talk more about this. Our second speaker is Dr. Wilson Fung, and today he will speak with us on this topic. 為長者而設嘅上門同埋視診嘅視像預設嘅平台。Dr. Fung is the founder of the Dr. Now Needs, a social enterprise in Hong Kong. Having served in Hong Kong Public Hospital for over 7 years, Dr. Fung understands the significant challenge posed by the limited resources in elderly service, particularly in the A&E department, and also the imbalance between the public and also the private healthcare system. That's why he found the sharing economy platform called the Dr. Now Needs. Later, he will speak to us about this in 2016 to help the older persons to gain access to the quality and also reasonable price that medical service in a timely manner. Wow, this is very important. Timely service in a reasonable price. So Dr. Fung also committed to do a lot of things, particularly have connections between the medical and social interface. And as a startup, let's see how Dr. Fung share with us, please.
OK， 早晨大家好。Sorry, I'll speak in Chinese today. 大家好，我叫 Wilson 啦，中文名叫馮治本。咁就畢業嗰香港大學畢業嘅。咁畢業之後其實7年就喺一間政府嘅醫院做咗啦，做咗7年。咁就主要內科。咁做過急症室啦，做過外展醫生啦，去老人院啦，做過嗰個 rehab 嗰個康復科啦，咁基本上所有科其實都做過。咁但係變咗對於我嚟講，其實喺醫療呢個體系對我好熟悉。咁特別係關於老人科嘅醫療有關嘢，亦非常之熟悉，亦睇到好多嘅樽頸。咁所以2016年覺得有啲嘢可以做到，可以改變到，所以就成立咗一個叫嘅 Dr. Now Needs 呢個平台。Needs 即係主要針對一啲有需要幫助嘅朋友嚇。咁我哋定位係一啲幫一啲老友家，即係老朋友、老友嗰啲朋友。我諗在座好多人都會有屋企嘅老人家。咁其實有冇諗過其實佢即係你會面對問題就係，如果佢病咗係點樣樣咧？咁其實好多時，如果佢係經濟好嘅，咁佢當然可以車去私家醫院啦、私家診所啦。咁但係如果經濟冇咁好嘅，咁其實好多時佢就要去政府嘅體制。咁好多時就排街症啊，要等籌啊。呢啲都係一個問題。但最大另一個問題就係 travel 嘅問題，因為好多時你有輪椅或者瞓床，基本上你出嚟好困難嚇。咁我哋點樣做咧？咁老人家係咪真係有個好嘅醫療嘅方法去幫佢哋咧？呢個係一個成日會反問嘅問題。咁首先翻返轉頭啦，答個問題之前，即係我覺得有個 solution 啦。但係答呢個問題之前，梗諗諗呢個問題究竟有幾大，同埋呢個我哋而家有咩現成嘅方案解決？咁其實我諗好多人都知道嘅，香港係一個 aging population。超過65歲嘅人口已經超過110萬啦。咁未來10年咧，呢個數目只會越嚟越多。咁呢個已經係一個既定嘅事實。咁佢對於醫療嘅負擔咧，或者要求咧，係唔可以想像咁大嚇。特別喺前線醫療嗰個工作人員，你會睇到好明切嘅急切性。咁就睇翻啦，咁而家供一啲少少嘅數據，咁其實過去1年急症室有200日嘅用嘅人次有223萬，其中長者即係超過65歲嘅長者其實佔咗53%，即係大部分你見到急症室出入嘅人都係長者，同埋嗰啲長者好多時係 repeat 咁樣入嘅，即係不停入完又入，入完入，唔係話一次入咗就算㗎啦。咁至於入院嘅， 咁嗰個入院，如果你去過內科病房，你有屋企人去過內科嘅，咩肺炎啊、中風各方面原因，你都見到間病房大部分都老人家嚟嚇，佢唔似外科或者唔似骨科，因為嗰啲後生仔可能打波斷腳，但係內科病房基本上全部都係老人家嚟。咁但係啲醫生夠唔夠咧？好得意喎！香港醫生係公立醫生係佔好重要啦，但其實佢只係佔60% 落嘅醫生，40% 係私家嘅。咁但呢60% 嘅公立醫生咧係照緊全港90% 嘅病人，咁一個好嚴重嘅即係個唔平衡嚇。咁變咗對於公家醫生嘅其實好大壓力嚇。咁可唔可以諗諗私家醫生有冇可以幫到手咧？咁呢啲係我成日會諗嘅問題。嗱，咁而家 focus 翻 on 老人院先啦，即係或者安老院啦，或者護老院啦。因為呢個就係我希望解決嘅問題嘅第一個問題啦嚇。咁安老院入邊老人家有病有急症，佢點樣處理咧？即係急症意思話唔係話即係好嚴重要做手術嗰啲，講緊可能傷風感冒發燒38度9，咁點搞咧？咁佢瞓床嘅有輪椅嘅，咁點處理咧咁樣？咁其實佢嘅選擇有以下嗰幾種啦嚇。第一，佢可以等公立醫生嘅外展醫生上門。咁其實係每個即係睇下唔同嘅區，有啲可能一個月去一次，有啲一個月去一個禮拜去一次，好唔同嘅。咁但大部分嘅公立醫院嘅醫生咧外展咧，其實主要係派藥嘅啫。佢個目的咧就減少嗰個老人家去翻醫院度去輪症同埋攞藥。因為每次其實去政府攞藥咧，其實每次攞4個月嘅，其實就佢目的係好唔同嘅，即係啲醫生上係主要等佢唔使翻去攞藥。咁另外有私家醫院嘅門診，當然啦，你可以自己安排揾架車送去私家醫院睇症，咁呢個係一個 option 嚟嘅。咁當然價錢係唔平啦。咁另外第三 option 嘅，咁會去呢個附近嘅診所。咁香港好彩就地方細，人口密集。附近好多時都有診所，但係而家開始越嚟越多嘅院舍咧，就越開越遠喎。即係可能係根本附近周圍71都冇嘅嚇，咁何況診所咧咁樣？咁另外咧，有啲老人院有啲到診醫生嘅，咁啲私家醫生會1個月去2次，咁但係即係平均2個禮拜1次啦。咁佢哋會有陣時會睇傷風感冒啊，或者有一啲半急性嘅問題，但你要等2個禮拜1次咯嚇，呢個係一個問題。咁當然呢個最後一個 option 就係打999，就叫個急症車過嚟送去急症室。呢個係最常見，亦係最簡單、最平嘅方案。對於老人家或者對於老人院嘅職員嚟講，都係最簡單嘅方案。咁所以咧就會見到形成問題就係個急症室就爆炸啦咁樣。咁其實真正 case 嚟，其實有一次有個即係老伯即係星期6發燒，咁其實最後冇乜選擇，因為你星期6冇醫生冇私家醫生，咁變咗佢最後都去咗急症室啦。咁當然去到急症室等幾粒鐘啦嚇，即係最少6個鐘啦。咁最後再等入去病房，咁可能因為只係即係假期啦，咁變咗人手有少少唔係好足夠。咁最後佢只係住咗1個禮拜，咁佢最後出翻嚟會就係個冷瘡咁樣。咁其實成件事係咪可以避免咧嚇？係咪可以唔需要入醫院就解決一啲唔係好嚴重嘅問題咧？咁呢啲我覺得值得反思嘅。咁我係覺得答案咧，其實係啲新嘅科技，佢點樣去幫助我哋去解決啱啱以上見到嘅問題。咁其實所以咧，就係希望做一個改變，就令到個長者唔使出去老人院，離開佢個安老院嘅地方，就可以睇到醫生。咁我哋目的係做咩？減少急症室嘅藥使用次數啦，減少入呢個醫院嘅次數啦，同埋減少長者去睇醫生嘅醫療成本，因為醫療成本係好多範嘅，即係你診金藥物只係佔一部分，其實你仲要包括如果要陪診，屋企人要請病假，即係請假陪老人家去睇病，或者可能我要請個陪診員出去陪佢睇病，咁呢啲都係一個社會成本嚟嘅。咁其實簡單咧，老有所依做咩嘢？就做2樣嘢，一個就外展嘅醫療服務，另外一個就係視像遙距醫療服務，即係所謂嘅視像睇症，即係好似如果你用開 Facebook 嘅、用開 Skype 嘅，咁就用個手機通過嗰個手機就同個病人去睇症。咁其實呢2樣嘢其實唔係最新，亦我唔係第一個發明。咁過去咧其實已經有 study 出咗， 如果外展嘅醫療服務，即係揾個醫生上去幫佢睇啲非緊急或者半緊急嘅症，其實可以減到19% 個急症室嘅使用率，同埋減少22% 嘅入院嘅使用率。咁留院數目減少43%，咁呢個係已經係 confirm 嘅。咁至於視像睇症呢樣嘢，2009年香港曾經都係一個 pioneer 嘅地方做樣嘢，有政府醫院用咗involve 咗5間院舍1000個病人出咗個 study， 證明咗其實視像睇症係 OK 嘅，可以減少10% 個急症室嘅使用率，11% 嘅入院使用率，同埋個成本本身係減走80%，即係相對揾個老人家去嗰個醫院度睇症。咁呢啲已經係喺paper 已經出晒㗎啦。咁我哋腦手醫就做呢兩樣嘢。個流程係點樣？好似個兩伯咁樣，呢個係真正嘅案例啦。咁佢有個唔舒服，有皮膚問題，咁佢就會透過 Apps， 即係當然佢唔會用 Apps 啦，係主要係個院舍嘅院長或者佢個 caretaker 就會透過 Apps 就通知我哋。咁我哋咧會做一啲配對篩選，睇下嗰個病情係急定唔急，咁安排即日或者第二日咧就揾醫生上門睇症。咁睇完症之後點呢？啲藥物咧，我哋會用快遞形式就送過去院舍。咁我哋用嗰啲係點對點唔停站嘅快遞，即係基本上啲藥 pick up 咗診所之後咧，或者藥房之後，半個鐘頭內一定送到去院舍。咁當然我哋會做翻一啲跟進啊、視像跟進啊咁樣。咁呢個係我哋正常做緊嘅情況。咁如果視像診症點咧，其實都好相似，佢都會有個問題，有個病，咁佢會透過 Apps 通知我哋，咁我哋都篩選翻呢個病情可唔可以視像睇症咧？醫生得唔得閒，去唔去到咧？咁如果係適合做視像睇症，咁我哋會呼我哋 Apps 咧，就同佢做一個面對面嘅診症。咁之後嘅嘢一樣啦，都係30分鐘就會送到藥過去。因為我哋覺得咧，其實有幾個痛點嘅，我哋解決成件事。第一，即係喺病人嗰個層面，佢會覺得即係佢係坐輪椅、瞓病人床、行動唔方便，好難出去睇醫生。另外，佢未必有錢去睇一啲私家好昂貴嘅一啲醫療服務。咁醫生喺香港，咁大家都知道好忙啦，佢未必可以次次都親自上門去院舍幫人睇醫生，即係診症。另外，佢又好多時因為嗰個院友係喺院舍，未必掌握到佢個病歷。咁呢啲係啲痛點。咁第三樣嘢，對於院舍嘅人嚟講，其實你要揾個陪診員出去帶睇病，其實係好用佢個人手啊，因為人手係好短缺㗎院舍。咁另外假期咧，咁邊度睇醫生咧？咁呢個亦係院舍好頭痛嘅問題。咁我哋針對呢三個痛點咧，咁其實咧我哋就有啲我哋個 solution 就解決3個痛點。第一，病人佢唔需要出去，我哋上門或者視像。第二，我哋收醫療券嘅。咁基本上咧，老人家係唔使錢嘅嚇。咁基本上佢即屋企唔使錢，老人家唔使錢，而醫生係有錢袋落袋。當然一個小嘅數目，但係將成件事 sustainable， 即係可行可持續性嚇。咁第二就醫生唔需要真係要上去啦，佢可以 remote 去睇啦。第三，我哋個 Apps 係一個醫療共享嘅平台，可以將醫療即係佢嘅醫療病歷，佢嘅藥之前用過咩藥，可以喺個平台睇到。咁假設我係做視頻嘅，我可以睇翻上次個醫生又係做視頻開咗咩藥，佢覺得咩事，咁有個持續性嘅醫療咁樣。咁就藥物啦，我哋可以送過去，唔使派人去攞啦。咁另外又唔需要安排去陪診員去睇醫生啦咁樣。咁1年啊成果啦，咁1年我哋揾咗30個私家醫生加入啦，超過60間嘅院舍就用我哋服務啦。另外我哋提供咗應該係800次嘅嘅服務，咁其中有1800次係睇症嘅嚇，因為我哋做全線嘅服務。咁社會效益減低嗰個照顧院嘅社會成本啦，釋放私家醫生嗰個閒置時間，因為我哋係全部用私家醫生嘅。冇公立醫生喺度，咁我哋計過，如果大約我哋1600次啦，之前1600次嘅醫療嘅診症，平均減10% 入院同埋急症室，基本上係幫政府慳咗450萬嚇。咁就呢啲係一啲用家心聲啦。我哋有啲專科醫生去我睇症嗰啲醫生唔係 GP 為主，好多時都係專科醫生，因為佢用佢空餘時間去服務呢樣嘢嘅。我哋定位係個社會服務，咁 變咗有陣時可以好多專科醫生去用佢，即係佢會用佢通熱腎去做嘢。特別好似呢個醫生係泌尿科，佢會順便睇完傷風感冒之後掹埋條尿喉，因為尿喉其實都係好麻煩嘅，擸住喺度。係啦，咁就完成，係咁多，唔該。
As you all remember, today's sections is talking about the healthcare. When we today in this world, if we talk about healthcare, we won't miss the word dementia. The coming speaker is Mr. Katsuyuki. Is the Chief Officer for the Corporate Strategic Planning and Development at the Kumon Institute of Education Company Limited. After graduating from the Kyoto University Faculty of Engineering in 1991, he entered to the Ministry of International Trade and Industry. He also graduated from the Stanford Graduate School of Business with a master's degree in business administration. In 2003, he joined a venture capital company in Japan, and also he went to work for the Kumon Institute of Education, where he has engaged in management policy formulations, business planning, etc. Today, when we have such Kachi speak to us, I'm very happy that somebody can touch on the area in dementia. Kachi will share with us on the topic on the learning therapy for changing the world of dementia. Kachi, please.
Thank you for your kind introduction, Grace. And hello, everyone. This is a great pleasure to be here with you. Do you know Kumon? Yeah, thank you. Have you ever seen this logo in the city? Yeah, great. Some of you may know that Kumon is an educational service provider with Kumon method of learning, mainly for children. So usually in the presentation like this, I try to explain how we contribute to the development of children. But today it's a different theme, healthcare. So today I came here to present our challenge for changing the world of dementia, which is becoming a global issue. So this is today's agenda. And before going to our story, I have to explain our company. That's my duty. Okay. So you can see this thinking face now all over the world, but we originated from Japan 60 years ago. And now here in Hong Kong, actually, we have more than 200 Kumon learning centers and 30,000 students now. And this is our company summary, not so interesting. Actually, our headquarters is in Osaka. Our founder, Mr. Tor Kumon, was a high school math teacher in Osaka. So this is a place of the start. And currently, we have our learning center expand into the 50 countries and regions. Most recently, we have set up the learning center in Cambodia, and now we kind of pilot study in Bangladesh. And currently you have more than 4 million of students all over the world. So you can look at the thinking face all over the world. And this is our mission. The main point is that we help all the learners pursue their potential through Kumon method. So our target is not only for children, but also for the senior people. So now let's begin our story for the senior, for dementia. Currently, we currently offer a non-drug-based therapy program using Kumon method. We call it learning therapy. Let me tell you how we started this program. More than 15 years ago, one woman lived in Kyushu area. She is a manager of one care facility. And she understands Kumon because her children went to the Kumon Learning Center, and she understands the outcome of that. But she happened to think, oh, I make the senior people learn the Kumon program that may be useful, that may be enjoyable. So she tried, and to be amazed, those senior people show the improvement in dementia, actually. And around the same time, one very famous brain scientist, Mr. Kawashima, Dr. Kawashima, has came to us and had some discussion and found that this fact. And he surveyed the brain activity of those people. And he found that seniors, when seniors do simple math and reading, their brain is activated, which may lead to the improvement of dementia. That was our very initial fund. I show you one example, maybe one lady, Ms. T-san, around 70 years old. When she was brought to care facility, due to the damage from her illness, she spoke nothing, almost nothing, showed no emotion, no interest, and no communication with others. Just only look down. But after 1 year of experiencing learning therapy, she changed dramatically. Look at the picture below. She smiles. Enjoy talking with many people, and actually enjoy life now. That's great. This is not a miracle for us. We see a lot of examples like this all over Japan currently. And fortunately, some TV introduced this lady in some TV program, in the documentary film. After the broadcasting, tremendous requests to use learning therapy had come from care facilities all over Japan. So our Kumon program has officially launched and developed to some level. Now we currently offer 2 types of program for seniors. One is for dementia prevention program, so-called Brain Health Classroom. On this program, we now partner with 230 local governments in Japan. And the other is for dementia maintenance and improvement program, so-called learning therapy. Now over 1,500 care facilities introduce our program in Japan. We try to prove the effectiveness of our program in collaboration with Japanese government and several scientists. There are lots of texts, but please don't have to read that. Just look at the graph below. This is one of the results. Red graph shows the change of dementia people who took learning therapy 1 year. And blue one shows those dementia people not taking learning therapy. The difference is very clear and remarkable, I think. We think we proved the effectiveness of our method, I believe. Actually, several experts in dementia was very surprised to see this fact. At that time, experts believed that dementia cannot be improved with any means. So it was very amazing fact. Still, some scientists does not believe this. And also similar result was shown in the prevention program. You also conducted same kind of survey. And now then let me introduce how to implement our program very, very briefly. Actually, it is very simple. It is done with simple reading and math worksheets at a level that learners can do easily and enjoyable, and also with a number board. Basically, learners complete the worksheets and get full mark, basically, and receive appreciation, high appreciation from the instructor. The instructor is basically the staff of the care facility. At one time, it needs just 20 minutes, and we highly recommend to do 5 times a week. And next slide shows 6 key concepts for implementing this program. What I want to emphasize here is these concept is actually the same as the one of for children. These are actually the essence of Kumo method. And this is just an example of worksheets. You can see how it's not difficult. Yeah, okay. And these worksheets actually produced based on the from the our curriculum for the children. Okay. But the most important element in this program is smiling, I think. With smiling face, staff communicate with learners, ask many things to the learners, and appreciate the progress. They highly praise that. And then learners gradually open minds and start to communicate with the staffs. That is the key to the success in our experience. However, this is just a chapter 1. However, the number of users for learning therapy have not changed after the boom of 2007. Why? The reason behind this is the difficulty to establish sustainable model from socially good action, actually. I will tell you the chapter 2 of our challenge. Okay, I have to explain about the Japan's social security system for dementia very simply. Sorry. Okay. Japanese government pay compensation for care facility according to the degree of care burden, actually the degree of the level of the dementia. So government compensation is a core revenue source for senior care facilities. And as you may understand now, learning therapy lower the degree of dementia, so care burden for dementia. So it functions as reducing the revenue for care facility. Then more commitment to the Kumo program, more difficult the management of the facility will be. That's the contradiction. So something's wrong, I think. We do socially good. The care facility is the same, but no reward from the society. Then we decided to challenge SIB, social impact bond. We need a kind of systemic change, I think. As a first step, we again studied on the effectiveness of learning therapy and make visible by monetary value. And as a result, was very surprising. 1 year operation of Kumon program reduces the social security cost of 200,000 yen per one dementia senior people. That is equal to 2 billion yen for 10,000 senior people. If we have such amount of money paid back, our program will be profitable, actually. And which is equal to 140 million Hong Kong dollars, I think. And based on this study evidence, we have lots of discussion with Japanese government and also the local government in Japan. But most government office was very reluctant to build new scheme for SIB with us, even though we have clear evidence. But fortunately, this year, finally, one city, Tenri City, agreed to pay extra reward for the success of improving the learners. So if after our program, if the learners become at a certain degree, improve the certain degree, Tenri City will pay the cost plus some success fee. And still, the operation is going, but as far as I heard that the operation is very successful and almost done. And next year, we are going to set up a social investment fund for community. We raise the fund collecting a small amount of money from the community and implement learning therapy in that community. When we get successful effect, we and investors in the community will receive, of course, the cost and also some success fee for free. That is our story today. And as you know, that we are still challenging to change social system. But as a last comment, I want to say for the social changes, social impact, technology is very important, I think. But sometimes, please look at the old existing product and service. Sometimes they may make the change to the society if we change the views or we reposition or reconnect with new people. Thank you very much.
I'm sure that we have common interest, particularly when we talk about population aging. I'm sure that you must be very interested to know more about, what are they in their mind thinking about innovation or something like that. Maybe it's time for us to ask all the speakers to be on stage again, so that we can have the panel discussion before we have the Q&A sections. Please. Can somebody turn off the projector for me, please? Thank you. Today, when we talk about the healthcare, and also we have put the word innovation here, I must start to ask you questions about, what is innovation in your mind? Why you think things so easy, and you give us a very good example, successful example, but sometimes maybe to me or maybe to the floor, innovation is difficult. Anyone can help to share?
From my perspective, innovation is a formula between novelty and relevancy. Kids are very novel. We can see it, their drawings, their play, but they are less relevant. corporate executives or corporate people are very relevant, but not always novel in their ideas. When those come together, great ideas with practical usage, this is from our perspective as a society, innovation.
How about you, Wilson?
Well, to me, I think innovation has two dimensions or two categories. I mean, some breakthrough innovation where people have never thought about, that's difficult. And then the other dimension would be micro innovation, trying to improve a bit by bit. I think at the end, I mean, what we're trying to do if innovation is solving some problem or issues. So I think it's most important to understand what you want to solve. You need to understand what that means. You need to talk to the people trying to get to touch the problem yourself. And then you need to explore yourself to different scenarios, not necessarily technology, but also other part of idea that may stimulate you to this problem, trying to solve the problem. And I think it's not difficult. It's just that it's a search, it's a process that's keep on changing.
Will you consider yourself as a problem solver?
Yes, and I also like to. Okay, yeah, I think so. It's constantly changing. It's no fixed answer.
Yes. Yes. My definition for innovation is very simple. It's something that can make real changes to life. And actually, so since I'm from Kumon, Kumon method has been innovating the many people's life, I think. So what I would say here is that as I mentioned in my last comment, Kumon is not a cutting edge technology actually. Still we using the pencil and the paper, but it can innovate many people's life, I think.
Just now, after hearing all of your presentations, I really have some thoughts of, for example, when we look into the innovation, we really want to get some impact to the society, right? The impact, as you said, happiness, see people smiling, or maybe get the service effectively. Is that means if we can try to get the effectiveness, efficiency, or maybe difficult questions to ask. The startup, to go through this break-even, survival, and then that will be an impact comes out. What do you think?
You mentioned two very important words that often are being confused, efficiency and effectiveness. Well, efficiency is doing something good or right, but effectiveness is doing the right thing. And this is completely different. And you mentioned also startups. We see it a lot, this confusion. You can see a startup that the guy is have very strong business mind. So he create great business models and great Excels. It's very efficient in it. But is it really effective to grow the business? Questionable, or vice versa. A very techie guy that creates great code and great user interface, but not sure it's very effective to grow the business. So we always need to, as entrepreneurs mainly, to see, are we doing the effective thing, or are we just drawing to doing something efficiently?
Anything added to it?
When we talk about survival, effectiveness, and efficiency, that actually remind me a Chinese phrase that some good friends told me recently. 先講活命，後講使命。使命不變就方法可變。
Translate it once again. Can you repeat it once again? Because I see some English speaker here. Can you say it again so that you translate it?
先講活命。後講使命， 咁就使命不變，但方法可以變。咁just trying to say so don't talk about mission until you survive first. I mean, that's just a different step. I mean, survive, then you talk about missions. Of course, you can do it at the same time, but it's more important to survive first. And then the mission, to achieve that, you need to keep on changing. So you don't change your mission, your vision, but your methods keep on changing. So that is probably related to effectiveness or efficiency, because you're trying to change that. But the ultimate goal remains the same. Yes.
Yeah, it's my turn. Actually, as you know, understand from my presentation, effectiveness has been the key element in developing our story. Actually, actually, Kumon has made a lot of experiment to apply Kumon method to the variety of area, but all of them have failed. But this running therapy was different because very fortunately some scientists approached us and found academically the effectiveness of running therapy toward the dementia people. That was very surprising for us, and also it is surprising to many people in the society, and it fortunately connected to the new people, new partner, and new organization that opened the doors to the story of running therapy, I think. So the effectiveness is, and share the effectiveness with the society is very important, I think.
I know that they have so many good examples in their mind. Although we just only have 15 minutes, just now to ask you to do the presentation. But I will take my last questions to all of you, is asking, are you still have some more example from you to repositioning today's business? Today's so many challenges. Maybe you have already think about the next challenge in your mind. Let's say to maximize its resilience.
I think that entrepreneurs, part of their way of thinking to create great companies that will affect our life is to try to predict the future and predict a future problem that do not exist today, but you see it coming, but solve it today. So when the problem will come, you'll be ready with a solution. And I'll give you a small example for a startup that we help. It's a young guy that understood that the old age people, of course, will increase. We all see when we know the problem. However, the issue is that they are healthy and they want to work and they want to contribute. However, more and more, we see more that they have less opportunities. On the other hand, he identified that e-commerce is booming and just growing. And the last mile logistics, the delivery is become very complicated in big cities. So he said, okay, let's combine this situation with this need and created a delivery system for e-commerce that is relying on old age people that wake up in the morning, use public transportation, take a few parcels from the e-commerce warehouse, deliver to their homes. It keeps them healthy, it keeps them happy, and they contribute to the society. So it's an example of predicting and seeing a problem and solving it in an efficient way.
Interesting. Very interesting. How about yours?
I think it's a very difficult question, but I think just keep the team small, keep it responsive, and keep your customer close to you, so understand what they want, and then also look ahead a little bit and see what's coming, so that you won't be hit by tsunami or something. Thank you.
Yeah, right.
Okay, so can I introduce another example?
Sure.
From Kumon?
Yes.
Actually, there's a lot of good example in Japan, but today I came from Kumon, so Let me introduce one example from Kumon. There's a very serious issue in Japan. Mentally handicapped person, especially adult, have a difficulty to find a job and continue to have a job. And government support them to train something, to have a training, and can match with some company, but it is not so successful currently. And some supporting facility noticed the Kumon method, fortunately. They used the Kumon program, it's actually same as the children program, in their facility. And the result was very remarkable that success rate of the employee, success rate was double as an average from the other facility. The key point was the mentally handicapped person loses their job not for their lack of the skill, but for their lack of manners in society, like say hello or come to the office every day at the same time, or ask a question, or communicate with others. And very fortunately, through the Kumon method of training, they firstly feel the confidence. Oh, I can do something, and based on this confidence, they start to greet to others, and they learn. They foster the concentration, and also they learn how to control themselves or how to control their daily lives through the operation of Kumon method. And this enables them to keep their job in the long term. So now, like this learning therapy, our Kumon method is now currently be used in such a facility who support the mentally handicapped person to find a job in Japan. It's just a beginning of the new story.
Very interesting. Well, I have already warmed up, and also to be a facilitator, it's not easy to save time for questions, Q&A sections. But now we have, 10 minutes to do so. So I think all of you can do something is ask questions. So the time is yours now. Yes, please. Thank you.
Yes, very impressive presentation, 3 aspects. And I was just wondering whether, first of all, the Kumon project, are you planning to do it in Hong Kong as well, since you've got offices in Hong Kong?
Thank you for your interest to Kumon. And currently, our learning therapy is operated in Japan, and overseas in the United States of America, we have a good partner, and we are licensing to them, and they try to develop the learning therapy in the United States. Now, our first licensing term of 5 years is now passing, so we will see the outcome of our first licensing partner, and then maybe we will see the next step, of course, including Hong Kong. Thank you very much for your interest.
I think a lot of persons ask you these questions this day, right? Okay. Okay, the one on the left-hand side.
I would like to ask Dr. Fung. I see that you are using the apps and serving mostly home, the daycare center of the elderly. Will you expand your service to individuals? That is, the elderly stay at home, take care by his or her relatives. Will you expand your service to them?
Thank you for the question. The answer is definitely yes. We are applying for some government fund, and hopefully we will roll this program out in next year, provided we're successful or not. As probably you noticed in the presentation, the aging population is getting huge and inevitable in the next decade or so, and we can see there's a lot of needs that need to be fulfilled. Just for example, yesterday I have a phone call from someone I don't know. They get in touch in our website and then give us a call. It's a gentleman around 50, and he's taking care of his mom for 10 years. Bedbound, not commutable, and they have his huge bed sore. So I'm still managing this case today. And the current situation is he doesn't want to send her into a public hospital. And I'm trying to arrange orthopedics and geriatricians to take him in the private hospital, but that's surprisingly it's very difficult. The private hospital doesn't want to take this type of patients. There's no transport going into the private hospital, so I'm still working on that. So I can see there's a lot of needs in that area, and I think it actually touched me to if I could be able to help in those areas. Yeah.
Thank you very much for the presentation today. My question is to Yoav. So as a social impact investor, I'm a co-founder of a social enterprise in India. One of the challenges that you would face is that yes, you're addressing a social problem, but how do you scale it? How do you scale it to stay alive to, what Dr. Fung said, that, your mission is there, but how do you stay alive to kind of drive that mission? So when you are mentoring, my question is, when you are mentoring your co-founders, your entrepreneurs, how do you kind of groom them to the scale? Or do you at all look for it? That's my question. Thank you very much.
Thank you for the question, a very important question, because occasionally people confuse it, think that if you solve social issues, it's instead of making revenue, and one is instead of the others. We think the opposite. When you solve big problems, the revenue is big. So it's very important from us from day one to work also on sustainable business model with our entrepreneurs, because we want them to make money, we want the shareholders to make money, because only that way they can scale significantly and create impact on our society, and less be a burden on our society and keep on asking for funds and help. So funds initially is important, but we want them to scale. In addition, we work with our startups to dream very big. A lot of startups, they come with great idea which can create amazing impact globally, but they dream very small. They dream on solving a small problem in their community or in their city. And this is basically our job, to make sure they open their minds and dream beyond what they dream until now. And this creates big businesses and huge impacts. And this is a process we are taking them.
There's one question at the front.
Thank you for presentations, and they are all inspiring. Today, the topic is about healthcare innovation, and for healthcare innovation, often we need a lot of investment, extra investment on this one. So I just heard that Kunman, you are going to expand your business even through the social impact bond, and for Singapore cases also use the social investment. But if you want to attract more investors, you should demonstrate your social impact. How to demonstrate and how to measure your social impact for the apps, just for show the investor for the cases that you have tackled, for the common cases, how many numbers of dimension. How do you articulate the social impacts of your social enterprises or your business, and then how do you link up the social impacts with the investment, social investment, persuade the social investor?
Maybe this is
For three of you.
No problem, I will start. While both very important, the impact and the financial part, when we are discussing and when we are presenting startup to impact investors, we know that we need to start with the impact on the society. This is the hat that they are wearing, impact investors, not investors' impact. This is also show what interests them. So we definitely show the impact in a few of the modules that also we shared, the amount of people that are being impacted, amount of secondary impact. However, when we discuss with normal VCs, venture capitals and angels, etc., we flip the story. We first of all explain it's a good startup, good investment that will actually yield revenue for them, and then bring the impact along with it as a bonus, as additional value. So it's definitely according to the eyes of the different investors, we tweak the story in order to get investment.
Actually, to show the social impact is very difficult, I think. Actually, we made as I presented, we made a research on the impact from the monetary base, and we showed partly, we could show partly the evidence of the impact. That is actually since thanks to the improvement of dementia, the labor quantity of labor decrease in the care facility. That is what we could prove in our study. But we see that more social impact in our example. For example, we hear that turnover rate in the care facility decrease, or the condition of the family who care the dementia people become very good, become better. But in our study, we try to visualize the impact of these issues, but it failed actually. So my conclusion is still it is very difficult, challenging to visualize the real social impact we feel. That's my, actually the experience.
And Wilson?
I guess the measure of social impact depends on what industry you are referring to. As for us, our mission is to decrease the admission A&E, the emergency department utilization and the hospitalization utilization. That's one of the major key performance index. But of course, on the softer side, how our model decrease the social costs in seeking help, that's more difficult. Nonetheless, we're working hard on this, and we have actually we're preparing up with Poly University, and we will send in our proposal by February next year, so that we will conduct a sizable study to validate our model. So hopefully that will be released in 2 years' time. Yes.
Still a good move, and congratulations for that. Okay, I see your hands at the back.
Thank you for your sharing. This is general questions. Could you share to us that what is your key success factor? Any secret behind to do such amazing things? Thank you.
Successful factors. Secret. We want a secret.
Well, In terms of part of what we focus on, or let's call it the secret sauce from our perspective on growing social entrepreneurs, social impact entrepreneurs, is working on their soft skills and create leaders. We see a lot of great entrepreneurs that on the hard skills, which related to if it's the tech side or business side, and the hard skills are very good, but they are lacking of the leadership capabilities. And this is essential to run a good company and a good startup. So in terms of the success, or secret sauce to success, we believe that this will be the secret sauce to success of the startups, creating leaders.
Okay.
I mean, for my business model, I think that one of the good things is because I'm a doctor myself. So if I couldn't find any, I can still go to the always show myself. That's the major key success factor. But of course, we have a very good team. We build our team on a missions. They all believe in what we're doing. So despite of the very low salary, so they still work for us. So that's another key success factor. And then the third thing is probably we do have a well-think business plan. I mean, as you see in my PowerPoint, we actually identify a different pain point, different stakeholder, and try to build a business plan that will embrace them to make sure everyone is happy in a win-win-win situation. And of course, we need to make sure it's sustainable, make sure it's not dependent on fundings, so it has to be standing on its own feet. Yeah. Thank you.
And your secret?
Yeah. Actually, there's no secret, but in my story, one of the success factor was maybe the Kumon's, the people's trust in Kumon in Japan. We have 60 years of history, and many people have experience of running Kumon. So when we try to do something, many people knowing Kumon approach to us and collaborate with us. That is maybe the key kind of secret behind the story, I think. Thank you.
I echo the questions. Somebody teach me one word, KISS, K-I-S-S. KISS means K for keep, I means for improve, S for stop, or S for start. Just now, people mentioned about the successful factors. It seems a way that we have to go, for some step to achieve this. So I better ask an opposite question. Anything that you advise us not to do, please don't.
In starting a startup, I'm talking about always about startup because I feel comfortable with this domain in nurturing startup. Make sure that you start something that you have what we call unfair advantage. Unfair advantage is the advantage or the knowledge that you have or something that you have and the others don't have. Such as yourself, you're a doctor. So immediately it's advantage compared to any other company that you try to compete. This is strong advantage. Or if you have a certain domain expertise or access to this or that person, less go to a business which you go into and you have no added unique value compared to your competitors. This is my don't do advice.
Okay, take it. Okay.
Just one advice, I guess. Don't do something that you don't have passion with. I mean, it's a very difficult path. It's a very long path. It's not just talk about 3 months, you talk about years of commitment. And along the way, there'll be a lot of difficulty, a lot of changes, challenge, and the only way that is make you sustainable is your passion to what you're doing. I think that's most important thing.
All right, got it.
Yeah. For my part, I would say that don't deny what is really happening in front of you. Actually, Kumon is a very old-fashioned organization. We we tend to deny what is really happening. We don't want to see what is really happening. Because our founder's philosophy is very strong. So, as I said before, in the very, very initial story, one woman in the Kyushu area had a kind of experiment for the dementia people. Without the scientists who value that instant, maybe we denied that instant. This is not common. This is irrelevant for us. Yeah, maybe. Someone outside Kumon valued that instant. That's what we are lucky. But please do not deny.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. We cannot deny today we have a very fruitful sections. And also we cannot deny we have very good speaker today. May we thanks again to all the speaker and give them a very big applause. They really share with us lots of secrets, do's and don'ts, and particularly their passions. And last but not the least, this is the end of these sections, and may I appeal to you to take some few minutes to help us to fill up the survey, because that is really important to us for the next years. And please, and also enjoy the rest of the summit for today. Thank you very much.